My name is Shawna, and I suffered from postpartum depression. My husband and I got married when I was 35. We wanted children. He comes from 8 siblings. I come from 5. We both thought we would have a big family. So we tried for 4 years to make this child, and we couldn't. And finally, I got pregnant with her. I had a C-section, and I think that led into or kind of aggravated some of my feelings of helplessness with her. I also wasn't making any milk, so I couldn't breastfeed her. Another check in the box of how to fail your child. You know, individually, those things on their own don't constitute anything other than circumstance. But collectively, when you already are having this feeling of helplessness and you're not able to take care of the one thing that you've wished for so long. I was so tired and I was so confused over my role and what I was doing. I mean, you hear moms say this all the time, and it is the truth. You do not get an instruction manual when they leave the hospital. They stick that baby in the car seat in the back, and they make sure the car seat is strapped in, and off you go. I was 39 when I had my daughter, and I had waited so long and prayed so hard for this to happen. And it finally came, and I didn't know what to do with it. I couldn't make sense of my feelings for this helpless, beautiful creature. At the time that I was going through all this, I thought to myself that I was strong enough to handle it all by myself and that I didn't need any help. But when I was standing on top of the O'Galley Bridge, looking down and thinking how easy it would be to just jump and disappear, and that it would take a long time to find me if anybody ever found me at all. So maybe my daughter would never know that I had actually physically left her for good. I had had feelings that I wanted to leave my marriage and my daughter for a long time after she was born, despite the fact that she was perfect in my eyes. She had big, beautiful blue eyes, an amazing smile. And she was so happy, and I couldn't connect to her joy or her milestones because I thought I was constantly failing her and doing it wrong. Something pulled me off the bridge that day and started seeing a counselor right away. I think I've always had some level of anxiety and depression running through me, and I think having Lily and all of the things that come with having a child, the hormones, the stress of it, the trauma of childbirth, I think all of that culminated in a big cyclone of drama for me that just spun me into a place that I didn't know how to survive in. I was surviving, but it was very mechanical. I was eating and barely sleeping, but I was doing the things I needed to do to wake up every day, but I wasn't living and I wasn't enjoying. For me, postpartum depression was like always having to tread water in the deep end of the swimming pool. It was a all-encompassing, soul-crushing experience that could have been avoided had I known to ask the right questions or had somebody ask the right questions of me. No doctor, no nurse, no obstetrician, no pediatrician, nobody asked me how I was feeling. Just being able to connect with somebody who had gone through something similar would have been, it would have changed the landscape of everything. Or having somebody look at me and look me in the face and say, "Are you okay? How are you?" Nobody asked that question. And it was a long time before I figured out that I needed to tell somebody how I felt. You need to know that you're not alone. Millions of women have walked this path and survived. There is no shame in postpartum depression. There are resources available for you. There are people who know what this feels like and who want to help you.